NAD+, and telomeres. The guardians of cellular time. Telomeres are the protective caps at the ends of our DNA strands, often compared to the plastic tips on shoelaces that prevent our chromosomes from fraying or fusing together. NAD+, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is a vital coenzyme found in every living cell that acts as the primary fuel source for cellular repair, energy production, and the specialized enzymes tasked with maintaining genetic stability. Deep inside the nucleus of every single cell in your body, a biological clock is ticking. This clock doesn't measure time in hours or days. It measures time in cellular divisions. Every time your cells replicate to heal a wound, grow new tissue, or keep your organs functioning, that clock winds down just a little bit more. If you want to understand how to literally add years to your life, you have to understand the two most critical components of this internal clock, telomeres, and the cellular fuel that keeps them from running out, known as NAD+. Think of your DNA as a long, highly sophisticated instruction manual. Every time a cell divides, that manual has to be copied. But the molecular machinery responsible for copying your DNA has a fundamental design flaw. It cannot copy the very ends of the strands. To prevent your vital genetic instructions from being cut off during this process, nature created telomeres. Telomeres are repetitive, non-coding sequences of DNA that sit at the tips of your chromosomes. They act as sacrificial buffers. Every time a cell replicates, a tiny piece of the telomere is shaved off instead of your actual genes. But this buffer is not infinite. Eventually, after roughly 50 divisions, a threshold known as the Hayflick limit, the telomeres become critically short. When this happens, the cell can no longer safely replicate. It enters a state of permanent arrest, turning into a toxic, inflammatory zombie cell, or it simply dies. As our telomeres shorten across millions of cells simultaneously, our tissues lose their ability to regenerate. This is the structural foundation of aging. So, how do we slow down this biological countdown? The answer lies in a specialized enzyme called telomerase, which has the unique ability to add length back onto the ends of our telomeres. But telomerase cannot work in a vacuum. It requires an immense amount of cellular energy and specific signaling molecules to function. This is where NAD+ enters the story. NAD+ is the ultimate cellular manager. It is a coenzyme required for the activation of sirtuins, a family of proteins often called the longevity genes. Think of sirtuins as the elite maintenance crew of your cell, and think of NAD+ as the high-octane fuel that powers their tools. When your NAD+ levels are high, sirtuins are fully activated. They rush to the DNA, stabilizing the genome, repairing molecular breaks, and signaling telomerase to protect and maintain the length of your telomeres. However, as we march through the years, our bodies face a massive supply chain crisis. By understanding how to naturally optimize our NAD+ production through targeted precursors, metabolic stressors, and advanced lifestyle design, we can effectively restock the cell's fuel reserves. When you replenish your NAD+ levels, you are giving your cells the resources they need to keep the biological maintenance crews active. You are helping to shield your DNA from daily wear and tear, and crucially, supporting the integrity of your telomeres. Aging is a race against cellular resource depletion. By protecting the caps of your chromosomes and ensuring they have the fuel to rebuild, you aren't just surviving the passing of time. You are mastering the clock itself. This is the frontier of human longevity.